Okay, bear with me. Give me a few minutes to get my tech stuff started up. So tonight I was going to show you, do a screen share, to show you the behind the scenes for the School of Magic, just to give you like a taste and see what all was included. However, because I am not the most tech savvy, and I have been sitting here trying to figure out how to connect on this system. Unfortunately, I was unable to figure it out. So, what I'm going to do is I will shoot a video where I can just upload it tomorrow so everybody is able to see inside, okay? Because I really wanted to do it so that you can kind of get more of a grasp of everything that I have to offer for everyone. But that's okay. Life goes on, right? It just does. So tonight, also, um, we were also going to do readings and business advice. And so if you have any questions, or if you want a reading, a mini short question reading, then let me know. Drop it in the comments. All right. Just making sure I am everywhere I say I'm going to be. So let's see here. All right. I am up. Okay. So I hope you all have been having a great day. Normally I was kindly reminded, because I can be very long winded and I can be very random. I was kindly reminded to try to provide some type of chapters, especially on YouTube. I don't think I can do it on Facebook, to getting straight to the point. But if I don't have an outline in front of me, I will ramble. That is just what I will do. So if you're in here, let me know in the comments. Tonight we're doing business reading and advice, give you some advice to help you move along. I was also going to show you behind the scenes of the School of Magic. However, I cannot get my tech things set up correctly to be able to do both looking and talking to you all and also doing my screen share. That is the reason why I'm a little bit behind tonight. But every Friday, this is what we do, right? This is what we do. We come and hang out, we talk business, we talk money. That is my passion, and I enjoy talking to you all about it. But if you don't have any questions, I'm just going to hang tight and just kind of talk to you all a little bit. So I know I am going, let me tell you this, for the next, I think today is day 4. So 30 days total, I will be going live every single night. That is a challenge for myself. But I think it's a good challenge because I want to jump out here and really be available to everyone. And each night we're going to be talking about a different topic. But between now and I forget the last day, I forget what the date is for the 30th. But between now and then, on Friday nights, we do free business readings and advice. So I can give you a bit of an intuitive and psychic insight into what you have going on in your business to be able to propel you forward. You don't see a lot of people, doing this particularly. So I thought I would jump out here and do it. I know I use my own intuition and my own insight to guide myself forward. And one of the ways that I do it for myself, and this is a tip for you all, is that if you feel bad, right? It's a very simple, stupid tip. If you feel bad about the next move, don't do it. I'm not saying if it feels scary, because those are two different things. But if you feel completely like, oh, this is not a good idea, never ever doubt yourself. But even though, like, I know for my own decision making on which direction I'm going to go, I get really excited. And I've noticed that myself, and you might be the same way, which is the reason why I'm about to mention this, is that when I get a new idea and I get really excited, but I have to pull myself back and I have to stop myself and go, whoa, wait, let's sit with this feeling and see if it's genuine, or if it's a genuine good feeling, or if it's this new, like, that cartoon, I forget what it is, but I think Ice Age, where there's like squirrel, squirrel. Sometimes that's how I feel. And so I have to snap myself out of that moment And so that's some advice for you all. If you feel or you get to a point where you get an idea and you're like me, where you're not sure if you should do it, it's okay to pause and not make any immediate decisions. Okay. You'll save yourself a lot of headache and you'll save yourself a lot of time from going down a road that might not have been the best for you at the moment. So definitely do that. And if you're and checking in. I don't know that I can see comments on LinkedIn. Hopefully, I can. I don't know. I know this is a new thing for me to go live on LinkedIn. So I have no idea what's happening over there. I just know my videos show up. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Jennifer L. Watson, and I am the spiritual entrepreneur, money coach, all of that. I've been in business for, I think, 7 years now, generating multiple six figures in my Etsy shop, houseofvoyabotanica.com. I've sold to over 54, I think 53 or 54 countries around the world, and it just keeps going. So I am excited to be here to be able to give you all any kind of insight that I might have for you. I have been on this whole spiritual journey for well over 30 years. And as I got older, I tried to run away from it, but it just kept snatching me back and pulling me right on back into it. And so that's why I said I can't run away from it. I just decided to go ahead and make a whole business out of it. When you get that feeling where you just can't get away from something, right? No matter how hard you try, and everything always comes back. If that ever happens to you, then please know that that is some type of lesson that you have not fully fulfilled, that you have not actualized, and you have to get into that. That's what happens with life. You really have to go through it and then decide from there, should I continue? And a lot of times you'll receive the answer if you should continue. That does not come from within self, but situations and circumstances around you will still keep pushing you forward. And that has happened to me. So I completely understand and know what that feeling is like. If you have the push to do something, and if it's like pulling and gnawing at you, then by all means continue to push forward. That is the only way that you are going to be able to either learn the lesson or fulfill your life destiny, I guess. All right. If you are here and you want advice, business advice, or if you want a quick reading in regards to your business, if whether you're starting a business or whether you are an established business owner, definitely drop it in the comments. I will be here for a few minutes. So if I don't see anything come up in the comments, then you might just have to try to catch me on next Friday when we do this. So let me tell you, I'll wait and see if anything comes through. And if it doesn't, trust me, I'm okay with that. So while we're waiting, again, my initial plan was to give you a screen share overview of behind the scenes for the School of Magic. However, my tech, I just couldn't get it set up correctly. So I'm going to do a video broadcast of that. Or a video screen. I don't know, not screenshot, but screen record. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Screen record of it and post it up tomorrow so you'll be able to see it. But the School of Magic is really a complete done-for-you business in a box. There are 3 different ways that you can make money with it, whether it's the affiliate marketing, the private label resale rights, or the master resale right materials. And inside of the School of Magic, there's courses, there's printable journals, there's printable planners, printable cards, ebooks. The list really goes on. And it's content that you can use to create other content or to resell. It's totally your choice. Or if you just want to do the affiliate marketing part, which is my favorite, it's a 7-tier affiliate marketing commission plan. So you sell it to someone, they go and sell it to someone, and then that person goes on down to 7 people. You still earn commission. Whether you even know the seventh person or not, you still earn the commission. All right, so I see a comment coming through on YouTube. Shay Russell, what's up? How you doing? Okay, so because because sometimes I just receive a whole lot of information, I do ask that if you have any questions, definitely put it in the comments so I can be a bit more succinct in answering. So as far as the reading, try to ask a question, a specific question. That just helps me out because I'm really good with pulling everything, and I don't want to be here. And I know you don't want to be here all night listening to me tell you, everything that happened from birth. So, all right. So yeah, just go ahead and drop that in the comments, and I will get to you, my dear. All right. So yes, the School of Magic. This is something that you're not gonna find anywhere. It's really a unique opportunity. So whether you are a beginner entrepreneur or an experienced established business owner, there is something for you inside. Okay, so definitely check that out. And if you need more insight, feel free to book me down there for your free digital marketing strategy call. Okay. All right. So Shay, thank you, Shay. All right. What is holding you back from launching? All right, let me see. I have my cards over here to the side. Let me go ahead and pull those out because that does help me to be a bit more succinct. All right, let me see. All right. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's the pentacles that fell out. All right, give me a little bit more detail in regards to what's given for my answer. So. Okay, so I have a question for you, Shay, and then I'm gonna look and see what the cards say and see how they correlate to what I'm gonna ask you. But how did I hear it? The question was, this might sound silly, or it might sound, yeah, you're welcome. It might sound like an obvious answer for it, but have you ever stopped to ask yourself, do you really want it? Right. So I would, the first thing was like fear, but it's not really fear. I mean, it might be some type of subconscious fear, especially if you've seen somebody really jump out into this whole world of business to where it's like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. And it could be somebody that or it could be somebody that you might associate it with or even seen, especially because a lot of what we internalize is everywhere, whether it's on TV, whether it's the media. Oh, that's funny because what I just heard when I said TV was like the business reality shows. The first thing that came to mind was Shark Tank. I don't know if you watch it or not, but on Shark Tank where they have these judges that have made so much money, and either they're gonna give you a financial backing or not, or they shut you down. That's how I see kind of just internalized in the back. And I'm not going to say that it's intentional, obviously, but sometimes we record these things in our subconscious, and unfortunately, it plays out when it's our time to shine. So let me look and see. Okay, so I got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card in reverse. And I done lost my glasses. I can't see, so give me 1 second. I got to hold it to the light. All right. The Strength card in reverse, what stands out on here is being your own worst enemy. And lack of courage causes lost opportunities. And so, okay, that makes sense, especially what I just mentioned as far as that whole like plug and play thing. That's why, and I'm going to tell you what the Eight of Pentacles is here in a second. That's why we have to be very careful. Okay, my vision is not something I like to take. Okay, yeah, not saying you have to go on there by no means. Yeah, no. But it's this internalization. And I know I have to be careful. I have to remind myself. So trust me when I say this, it's not, to downplay anybody, but I have to remind myself that I have to be careful on what I watch because I know how that plays out. And case in point, I love to watch a lot of true crime. I was watching something today, and then I felt it in my spirit. It was like, okay, you had enough. And I was like, all right, I had enough. I got to take a step back and take a break from true crime, and then I can go back and watch it. And I'm like, I got to take a few months break. So when I say that, that's what I mean for you. So the Eight of Pentacles, it talks about, okay, so long-term goals in jeopardy. Okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, and this is all about business. They went in. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. So okay, so I guess that's the reason why Shark Tank came up, because I don't even know when it comes on or what it comes on, but they definitely showed me Shark Tank for you. So this Eight of Pentacles talks all about business, and it talks about pretty much how you have to think the long game more so than the short term. Although that might sound like, oh, you got to be able to see short term in order to play the long game. But have you had a chance to really sit and look, a year down the line, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, and even 20 years down the line, right? And sometimes that can be scary. Now, I get a sense of that being scary for you, looking that far into the future, but it doesn't have to be anything that's concrete right now, right? You can have a vision, you can have an idea, but it's nothing that has to be completely written and set in stone right now. So just have that idea and then continue to take the steps towards that idea. And it's okay if that idea that you once had changes, right? For me, I had a whole idea of I wanted to take my Etsy shop and open up a store. And then I was like, no, I don't want a store. I don't want a store. Like, I don't want a physical store. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, definitely look further. And then I go, okay, maybe I might get a store, but maybe I'll change it, change the vision. So just be okay with the shifting, because that's what business is. There's ebbs and flows. And because the great thing about this is because we are the owner of our own business, we keep that, like, we reserve the choice to change, and that's okay. So all right, Shay, I hope that helped. Yes, definitely, getting what you can get now is great, but definitely take a look, and don't let that fear grab a hold of you when you start looking a year, 5 years, 10 years, etc. And that is going to give you, now let me bring it back around, and that is going to give you some comfort when it comes to launching. Okay. And yeah, so I hope that helped. I hope that helped. It looked like it did. But yeah, owning a business is tricky and it's interesting. You're welcome, Shay. But it's so much fun. And I always say, being an entrepreneur, you got to be a little bit crazy in order to do this, because there are so much other crazy things that come up owning a business, that you just have to be crazy to be able to go toe to toe with it. I mean, that's what it is. But it is the absolute most rewarding it's the most rewarding feeling, is to be able to say that you have your own, and you make the choice on whether you're going to go left or right, and there's no one else telling you or dictating to you what it is that you can do, right? And so once you get in it, and this is for everyone, and also you too, Shay, is that once you do take that initial step, especially in launching, it's gonna feel uncomfortable and it's gonna feel different, right? But the more that you get into it, the more your sense of comfort will change, and it will shift and adapt to where you are in that moment. Always come back to being focused, always come back to being mindful, and in the present moment. And that way you'll have the opportunity to really feel and get a good sense of where you are at that moment. Because when I first started, my business, it felt very uncomfortable. It felt like, oh my God, what is this that I've done? They were offering me a full, where I was working at. Oh my God, it was god awful boring. But they offered me a full-time position with benefits and all this other stuff. I kept quitting jobs just to end up working temporary. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore to myself. I'm going to do this. And oh my God, I thought I was absolutely insane. But the longer that I've been in it, the more I'm like, I could never go back to it. I just couldn't. I just couldn't, and that's not to say that I wouldn't be a consultant or something for someone else, but I still have to have my own set of rules, and I would never change this again. Like I'm here and I'm here to stay. So if you're just watching and you're just joining, we're doing business advice and business readings. I am Jennifer L. Watson. I am the owner of House of Oya Botanica on Etsy. I have over 56,000 sales, and we are worldwide, international, with over 53 countries. Our products have hit, and I have generated multiple six figures in this business. And I've been an entrepreneur for quite some time. So it has been a learning experience, can I tell you? So the School of Magic was adopted out of this idea of being able to provide a lot of done for you content just for you, right? And that done for you content, it will help to save you time. It will help to save you energy. And it's all spiritual content. So when I say spiritual, that is a huge kind of umbrella of everything from courses on emotional intelligence, candle magic, manifesting. And I also have, and I forgot to mention this the last few days, but I also have modules placed inside of the School of Magic to where if you are an absolute beginner when it comes to, the whole online marketing type thing, then I have modules inside to help guide you, to teach you what email automation, well, to teach you what automation is, period, and email marketing and social media marketing, all of that stuff. So if you're coming in as a beginner, or if you're coming in as an established business owner, there's something in there for you to be able to help push you forward. Because I don't believe in competition. What I do believe in is that the universe provides for all of us. And when we start getting into this mode of competition, we're limiting what the universe is able to provide. And we are saying that the universe doesn't have enough to give us what we want. And so if we come together as a collective, especially under the School of Magic, and the way that I have positioned this entire bundle, we could literally all eat. But honestly, within the next week, I'm searching for 5 really ready to work, spiritual entrepreneurs that's really ready to hit the ground running, especially with this whole affiliate marketing thing. Because I'm telling you, I don't know where you can go to promote something that is going to help somebody in their life, to better their life, right? Where you can get paid 7 tiers down in an affiliate. And so like the first tier is 50% commission. The second one is 25%. And I think the next one is 15, so on and so forth, down to 7. And so you might not even know the 7th person, but you will still be getting paid, on everybody that's down there, right? There's nothing else out there like this. And so if I get 5 people that's going to be at the top, we have a few that's already inside the School of Magic, and I'm thinking I'm probably gonna reach out to them and see if they'll join one of the lives. But 5 more people that's like gung ho, ready to do this whole affiliate marketing thing, I will hold your hand and I will guide you. I will hold your hand and guide you and give you the whole plan on what it is that you need to do to really generate income. For me, I am all about money. I talk about the energy of money all the time. So if you haven't heard me or seen me, definitely check out some of my videos where I am talking about manifesting money, getting your body and your energy aligned with receiving, because money is a currency. It's always floating. It's always around us. And we just have to be able to tap into it. Okay. So for the School of Magic, so it's the schoolofmagic.com. I'll go ahead and drop it in the Yeah. So I'll go ahead and drop it down here. So that is the website, theschoolofmagic.com, if you want to check it out. But if you have any questions, by all means, definitely book a call with me and we can chat on the phone. So I can give you personal oh, you see it, okay. So I can give you personal advice, especially how to tailor the School of Magic to what it is that you have, right? Again, if you're a beginner with an idea or an established business owner, I want to be able to talk to you on the phone so that way I can, help you see how this can enhance or scale whatever you have, your business. And so that is the website down here, theschoolofmagic.com, if you want to check it out. I do monthly drops of new material inside of there. Just recently, oh Lord, I know I know I added a couple of things. I just can't remember. I know I added the branded School of Magic tarot deck in there, and it's printable. You print it out. You can even put it on cardstock paper, and so it'll be hard, right? I give you the backings. You can do all that stuff, or you can even take it to FedEx and get printed. But it's all there, and you're not gonna find some of these decks anywhere. Like, you're really not gonna find it. And then also too, I dropped a bunch of passive income books in there. So, and that was in the PLR vault. And the PLR vault is the private label rights vault, which means all of the things that are inside of the private label rights vault, you could literally go inside. You could either chop it up, you could turn it into content, you could take the ebook and turn it into a video series, you could take the ebook and make an entire course out of it, or you could just sell it as is. Like, it's literally something that you could do whatever you want with. And so I have some more ebooks in there that I'm gonna add every month, whether it's a course, whether it's ebooks, whether it's cards, new journals, whatever, I'm gonna add it. And so also too, let me add, the more that we grow, the more that I'm looking for experts in other, fields that I don't know about. Like, I know I talked to somebody who's gonna join here soon who does pet Reiki. I don't know anything about pet Reiki, and I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about pet Reiki. But like someone like that, I would bring in as an expert to add it to the School of Magic. So that way, not only are you using the material and utilizing what's inside of the School of Magic, I'm also giving you an opportunity to promote your services, right? To promote to the community, because this is a community that is growing, right? This community is there's a system in there like similar to Facebook where you could make posts, you could ask questions, you could talk, all that kind of stuff. So that is my vision, and that is what I think is going to actually change the world, because we're so overwhelmed and so inundated with so many things. Like myself, I run my businesses from home, this, and then my Etsy shop, and then I homeschool my two kids. Not to mention one of them is a toddler. So I am a little nuts some days. And I know I'm not the only one out there. So definitely go ahead and book the consultation. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be back on next Friday. Well, I'll be back tomorrow. We're talking about something else tomorrow. I don't really remember what we're talking about tomorrow, but I will be back tomorrow at, I think, 7 p.m. I know it's Saturday. I think it is 7 p.m. that we'll be here. And then also every Friday, we do the business readings and free advice. Okay. All right. Well, I enjoyed speaking to each and every one of you all, whether I saw your comment come through or not. Thanks for hanging out with me, Shay. Let me know if you have any questions, and